When we reach later life, something subtle but profound begins to happen. It is not just that the hair changes color or the joints speak a little louder in the morning. It is that the body becomes more honest. It tells the truth more quickly. Foods that once passed through unnoticed now leave a trace. Meals that once felt harmless now linger in blood tests, in swelling ankles, in fatigue that cannot be explained away by a poor night's sleep. Aging is not the body failing us, it is the body asking us to listen more carefully. Protein has long been presented as a hero in nutrition. Strong muscles, strong bones, strong immunity, all of these, we are told, depend on protein, and that is true. But biology is never one-dimensional. The same nutrient that builds can also burden. The same protein that supports life can, in excess or in the wrong form, quietly strain organs that have already worked for decades. Nowhere is this more evident than in the kidneys, organs that filter our blood every minute of every day, never resting, never asking for recognition until they begin to struggle. As we age, kidney function naturally declines, not dramatically, not suddenly, but slowly, year by year. The filtration units, millions of microscopic structures, lose some of their efficiency. Blood flow through the kidneys decreases. The ability to clear nitrogen waste becomes less flexible. This does not mean disease, it means vulnerability. And vulnerability changes the rules. Certain proteins, especially those common in modern diets, place a disproportionate metabolic load on aging kidneys. Red meats, particularly processed red meats, are among the most demanding. They contain high levels of sulfur-containing amino acids. When these are metabolized, they generate acid. Younger kidneys can buffer this acid load with ease. Older kidneys often cannot. The result is a low-grade metabolic acidosis that does not cause immediate pain but accelerates muscle breakdown, weakens bones, and increases kidney stress over time. Processed meats add another layer of harm. Sodium, nitrates, and advanced glycation end products accumulate during curing and high-heat processing. These compounds increase oxidative stress and inflammation within blood vessels, including those that feed the kidneys themselves. The irony is striking. Foods often eaten for strength can quietly erode the systems that maintain it. Another protein source that deserves reconsideration is large portions of conventional beef consumed frequently. Beyond acidity, animal protein stimulates higher levels of intraglomerular pressure, the force within kidney filters. This pressure can speed up age-related decline, much like forcing water through an old filter at too high a speed. Over time, microdamage accumulates. It is subtle, but biology keeps score. Dairy proteins, especially in the form of aged cheeses and high-protein milk concentrates, can also challenge aging kidneys. These foods are dense in phosphorus, a mineral that becomes harder to excrete with age. Elevated phosphorus levels disrupt calcium balance, contributing to vascular calcification and bone loss. Again, the issue is not toxicity in isolation, but cumulative strain. The kidneys must work harder to maintain equilibrium, and eventually they begin to fall behind. Highly refined protein powders deserve careful scrutiny as well. Marketed aggressively to older adults seeking strength, many of these supplements deliver protein in a form that bypasses the natural braking systems of digestion. Rapid absorption leads to spikes in nitrogen waste, urea, and creatinine, all substances the kidneys must clear. Whole foods release protein slowly, accompanied by fiber, micronutrients, and signaling compounds. Isolated powders strip away that context. The kidneys feel the difference, even if we do not. Another overlooked source is frequent consumption of organ meats. While rich in nutrients, they are exceptionally high in purines, which metabolize into uric acid. Aging kidneys are less efficient at excreting uric acid, increasing the risk of gout, kidney stones, and inflammatory stress within renal tissue. What was once a prized food for vitality can become a burden when consumed without moderation. Even certain fish proteins, especially large predatory fish eaten often, can pose problems. These fish accumulate heavy metals over their lifespan. Mercury and related compounds interfere with kidney enzymes and increase oxidative damage. The protein itself is not the enemy, but the biological baggage that comes with it matters more as detoxification systems slow with age. To speak of stopping or reducing these proteins is not to preach fear or deprivation. It is an invitation to discernment. The aging body thrives not on extremes, but on precision. And when we make space by reducing what strains the kidneys, we also make room for proteins that heal rather than burden. Plant-based proteins, particularly those found in legumes, offer a fundamentally different metabolic experience. Lentils, chickpeas, and beans deliver amino acids wrapped in fiber, potassium, magnesium, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Fiber feeds the gut microbiome, which in turn reduces the production of uremic toxins, waste products generated by certain gut bacteria that kidneys must remove. In this way, the gut and kidneys form a quiet alliance. Soy protein, especially in traditional forms like tofu and tempeh, has been shown to reduce proteinuria, the leakage of protein into urine, a marker of kidney stress. The amino acid profile of soy generates less acid and produces lower oxidative load. Fermentation further enhances digestibility and introduces compounds that improve insulin sensitivity, indirectly protecting kidney blood vessels. Another profoundly supportive protein source comes from nuts and seeds, particularly walnuts and flax seeds. Though not high protein by weight, their amino acids arrive alongside omega-3 fatty acids. These fats dampen inflammation within kidney tissue and improve endothelial function, allowing better blood flow through renal vessels. The kidneys are vascular organs first and filters second. What nourishes blood vessels nourishes kidneys. Small fish, such as sardines, consumed occasionally and sourced carefully, can also support kidney health. Their protein content is moderate, their mineral balance favorable, and their omega-3 concentration high. Unlike large predatory fish, they carry a lower toxic burden. Balance and scale matter more than labels. Perhaps the most underestimated protein ally for aging kidneys is the combination of plant proteins eaten together. Grains with legumes, seeds with vegetables. These combinations provide completeness without overload. They signal abundance to the body without triggering stress responses. The kidneys respond by maintaining equilibrium rather than scrambling to compensate. As we reflect on protein, it becomes clear that the question is not how much, but in what form and at what cost. The kidneys do not speak in words. They speak in numbers, in subtle changes, in energy levels, in clarity of thought. When they are overworked, the whole body feels older than it is. When they are supported, aging slows in ways that cannot be measured easily but are felt deeply. There is a philosophical dimension here worth acknowledging. Aging invites us to move from conquest to cooperation. In youth, the body tolerates excess. In later life, it asks for partnership. Nutrition becomes a dialogue rather than a command. Proteins that once symbolized strength now need to be chosen for wisdom. This shift is not about restriction, it is about refinement. It is about recognizing that the goal of eating changes with time. It moves from building mass to preserving function, from pushing limits to sustaining balance. The kidneys, humble and tireless, are among the first to reflect whether we have understood this lesson. Scientific curiosity shows us that healing does not always mean adding more. Sometimes it means removing friction. By stepping away from proteins that generate excessive acid, waste, and inflammation, we allow the body's innate repair systems to work with less interference. By choosing proteins that arrive gently, buffered by fiber and phytonutrients, we align with physiology rather than fighting it. In this alignment, something unexpected happens. Energy improves, swelling decreases, blood pressure stabilizes, the mind clears. These are not miracles, they are consequences. The body, when unburdened, remembers how to regulate itself. There is compassion in this approach, compassion for organs that have filtered millions of liters of blood without complaint, compassion for a body that has carried us through decades of living, loving, and enduring. To feed it wisely in later years is not an act of fear, it is an act of gratitude. And so, as we consider protein and aging, let us do so with humility and respect for complexity. Let us move beyond slogans and into understanding. The kidneys do not need perfection, they need consideration. When we offer that, the body responds not with resistance, but with quiet resilience, the kind that carries us forward not by force, but by balance.